I've always dreamed of having my own vegetable patch. In fact, it's one of my biggest goals in life. And last year I started the small step towards recognizing this dream by buying myself a couple of planters and getting a few lettuce seeds from Woolies and attempting to grow those. And while I did have some initial success, heavy rains at the end of the year brought a heap of pests and pretty much just wiped out my entire lettuce, rocket and greenery stash, which was very sad. This year I am trying again, and I went to Woolies and bought myself a couple of these small potted herbs, and I am refreshing my planters so that I can start the small steps in towards growing my own vegetables. I do have a bit of a love-hate relationship with winter. I love the mornings where you can just wake up, make yourself a coffee and hop back into bed all rugged up and cozy and just spend that quiet time drinking your coffee and maybe reading a book. I also love taking the dog for an afternoon walk and getting in all sort of comfy and cozy clothes and being nice and warm, but having that cool, crisp air against my face. And I also love making a bonfire and hanging out with Dave in the backyard with a bonfire, maybe a beverage, and getting ourselves a pizza from the local shop down the street. They do wood fire pizzas, and we've been doing this for the last couple of years. It's become sort of a bit of a winter tradition for us, and it's something that brings me a lot of joy. And when I think back to a couple of years ago, I actually listened to Taylor Swift's Folklore album for the first time out in the evening, winter air, crisp air with a bonfire going. And admittedly, I'm ashamed to admit that the first time I heard it, I didn't like it because it was so different from her previous music, but now I'm totally in love, and every time I listen to either Folklore or Evermore, I just remember those winter nights having a bonfire. However, on the other hand, one of my reasons why I can sometimes despise winter is the mess that it causes. So the leaves and mud and dirt that gets all over our back veranda, in our laundry, and then inadvertently being tracked into our house just makes me a little bit bitter towards the winter season.
How funny is that?
Winter just makes me want to live a more slow, peaceful, and intentional life. And I found a beautiful poem in Rupi's book Homebody, a collection of poetry called Productivity Anxiety, that I would love to share with you during this relaxing time by the fire. I have this productivity anxiety that everyone else is working harder than me, and I'm going to be left behind because I'm not working fast enough, long enough, and I'm wasting my time. I don't sit down to have breakfast, I take it to go. I call my mother when I'm free, otherwise it takes too long to have a conversation. I put off everything that won't bring me closer to my dreams, as if the things I'm putting off are not the dream themselves. Isn't the dream that I have another mother to call and a table to eat breakfast at? Instead, I'm lost in the sick need to optimize every hour of my day. So I'm improving in some way, making money in some way, advancing my career in some way, because that's what it takes to be successful, right? I excavate my life, package it up, sell it to the world, and when they ask for more, I dig through bones, trying to write poems. Capitalism got inside my head and made me think my only value is how much I produce for people to consume. Capitalism got inside my head and made me think I am of worth as long as I am working. I learn impatience from it. I learned self-doubt from it. Learned to plant seeds in the ground and expect flowers the next day. But magic doesn't work like that. Magic doesn't happen because I've figured out how to pack more work in a day. Magic moves by the laws of nature, and nature has its own clock. Magic happens when we play, when we escape, daydream, and imagine. That's where everything with the power to fulfill us is waiting on its knees for us. If you cannot tell from both my voice and my general appearance at the moment, I am unwell, and I usually pride myself on the fact that I very rarely get sick, but if I'm being honest, this has been a long time coming. If you watch any of my other videos, you would know that majority of my channel is about cleaning, organization, productivity, travel, basically just trying to be the best version of yourself. And I think I got caught up in the fact that I thought that to be the best version of myself, I had to always be doing something and always be productive. And I guess for me, this is a little bit of a warning and a reminder that, you know, this hustle culture and this productivity mindset and hinging my own self-worth on how productive I have been during a day is not healthy and it is not sustainable. I definitely have a vision for my life that is a lot slower and more mindful in just like literally everyday practices, whether it is around the house, in terms of my spending, in terms of my impact on the earth, all of these things. And I'm slowly, bit by bit, trying to, you know, get towards that goal and change my life to be able to sort of meet those values. Like over the next 2 years, I'm really hoping that I can change a whole heap of different aspects of my life. I've got, you know, goals and visions of things that I want to move towards that align more with those values, and hopefully you guys can join me on that journey and we can go through, you know, these processes and these changes perhaps together if this is something that you're interested in as well. But hopefully I can serve as a little bit of a reminder to you today that it's okay to have a slow day or weekend or week, and that does not say anything about how awesome you are as a person or whether your day has been meaningful or not. But I hope you have enjoyed this more slow and relaxed video. It's definitely something that I want to move more towards on my channel, so please feel free to give any video comments or suggestions down below. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.